Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. So on today's video, I am going to do 4 specific things. First, I will explain what contrarian investing is. Second, I will speak about how using contrarian investing principles, I was able to make a lot of returns this year, and I will share my top 3 profit making assets. Third, I will also share my 3 most loss making assets for 2021. Fourth and finally, we will discuss some of the key points. In case you don't like theory and fundamental understanding, please do away with the first part, just watch part 2, 3, 4. Before I jump into the specifics of the video, very quick shout out to our sponsors for today, which is Ditto. It is good to be contrarian when you are making financial investments. Contrarian means that if the world is going right, you are going left. It is good to be contrarian when making financial investments. It can lead to a lot of results. When it comes to health related outcomes, you should not be contrarian. You should not be taking risks with certain things in life. For example, your health insurance and term insurance. So check out Ditto. It's a wonderful company. You can go and speak with the representatives for free, absolutely free. You can schedule your phone calls with insurance experts by checking the links in the description box. So do that, speak with experts for free and understand whether you need insurance, how much cover to buy and other specifics around it. So let's get the video started, and first and foremost, let me help you understand the concept of contrarian investing. So in simple words, contrarian investing means that if everyone is going right, you are going left. If everyone is selling their stocks in the market right now, you are buying stocks. If everyone is selling individual stocks like HDFC Bank stocks, you are going bullish on those stocks. You are going and aggregating those stocks. I will say, Akshat, this is madness. Why are you going against the crowd? What is the primary benefit of it? So let me help you illustrate this point by giving you relevant examples. For example, in 2020, when COVID crisis hit, there was panic. Everyone was selling their stocks. I was buying it, and a lot of investors who have seen these type of crashes before were also aggregating stocks. So Warren Buffett has given this philosophy that when everyone is greedy, you should be fearful. When everyone is fearful, you should be greedy. So that in simple words encapsulates the key message of contrarian investing. Now let me show you 3 specific examples so that this point gets clarified. So let's first and foremost talk about contrarian investors. For example, right now I feel that Cathie Wood is a contrarian investor. Entire world is saying that, you know what, we will have inflation. That even I am saying that we will have inflation for a substantial period of time. But Cathie Wood is of the viewpoint that we will have deflation. We will not have inflation in the economy because the productivity of things will improve. As a result, inflation will come down. And therefore, she is betting a lot on tech related companies and productivity improvement processes and systems. So that is a contrarian thought process of an investor, and Cathie Wood type of investors are contrarian investors. Second key thing, people tend to believe from time to time on contrarian macros. So contrarian macros simply means, for example, when everyone is fearful, you are being greedy. When everyone is greedy, you are being fearful. Now, how to identify if people are being fearful or greedy? Now, of course, you can read the news. Here is a great market mood indicator. You can go and check it, and you will always keep seeing these needles, right? So if it is on the extreme fear, that is a time for me to buy. I end up following this meter quite extensively, and it has given me great results from that perspective. Now, macros can also mean that you are being bullish or bearish. Bullish means that you are very positive about a certain sector, and bearish means that you're not positive. You feel that, hey, you know what, this sector is going to die. So from that perspective, you can be extremely contrarian. Right now, I am very contrarian on AMCs, right? For example, everyone is saying that, hey, you know what, HDFC, AMC going down, lot of competition is coming in, everyone is starting AMC businesses, so AMC businesses are going to get killed. No, I do not believe in that story. I am being very, very bullish on the AMC business. I have aggregated a ton of stocks on AMC already. Now, similarly, macros can also be thought about from a country viewpoint. For example, right now, everyone is bullish on the India story, right? Now, if you're a contrarian investor, maybe you are bullish about some other economy, not on India. So you might take contrarian trades there. Now, third way to understand contrarian investing is looking at contrarian trades. So let me talk about the example of JP Power. So when I made the video, everyone was after my life that Akshat, you have recommended a penny stock. You have recommended a stock where everyone is going to get bankrupt, this, that. So I was being a contrarian on this particular trade. Now we are setting on a 30% profit in just a matter of couple of months. Now, important point to note down here in terms of contrarian investing is that you don't need to be contrarian here also, right? And everything that you do need not be contrarian. There are certain contrarian things that you could do. For example, you can take contrarian macros. contrarian trades. You can be in general a contrarian investor. Now you would say, Akshat, why are you like preaching so much about contrarianism? Is there any specific benefit? If you can talk a little bit about that. So this is the final concept that I will explain you. So what is the benefit in terms of contrarianism? The benefit is that you get to buy low and sell high. Right? How does it exactly play out? A great example in 2021 December would be a couple of assets. For example, Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin was trading at 68,000 US dollars. Now it is roughly at 50k US dollar. So it has dropped a lot. Everyone is being bearish. Bearish means that they think that Bitcoin is going to go to dust. It will become zero, right? So everyone is being bearish. So if you take a contrarian view on Bitcoin, the chances are that you will get to buy it at 50k and then sell it when everyone becomes bullish about it, right? Same goes for NFT, right? If this is a macro that you don't believe in, go and start yelling NFT on a street and you will start getting a lot of galia on it, right? So bottom line is that people are super negative about NFTs. Everyone thinks that, hey, this is a Ponzi scheme, this, that. Again, please not a buying recommendation. Please do your own due diligence. But the point I'm trying to make is that everyone is bearish on NFTs. If you become bullish on NFTs right now, and if the NFT market shines, then hey, insane amount of profits to be made. So in simple words, the advantage of being a contrarian is that you get to buy really inexpensive stuff. And if you are correct, you are going to make insane profit on those assets. In simple words, that is what contrarian investing is. So let me show you 3 specific contrarian trades that I took in 2021 and made handsome profits on it. I'm already sitting on profits on some of these. So let me start with number 3, which is Oil India Limited. Now you can see from the screenshot. So I made approximately 101% profit within a matter of few months. So I purchased these stocks towards the end of 2020. And the reason was fairly simple that, entire world was saying that, world is going to go to dust. Entire supply shock has happened. Entire demand shock has happened. Nothing will move. Oil companies will fall, this, that. And PSUs, they will never come back up again. Forever they are gone. No, so I purchased and I made handsome returns on it. I regret a little bit that I could not invest a lot of money on it. I just did my first tranche. After that, it started moving. I spread out my bets across different oil companies. But I'm happy that within a year, I was able to make more than 100% profit on this. This is my first contrarian trade. Second is Bitcoin. I have made roughly 140% this year. Now, when you buy Bitcoin on different trading exchanges, it is not like Zerodha. You don't get a very clear trade book. So you can't monitor the profit very clearly. But by analyzing my bank statements, I can tell you very genuinely that I have made 140% for this year Bitcoins that I have purchased. How can you verify whether I'm telling the truth or not? Go and watch my older videos. I have started talking about cryptocurrencies right from March itself, and I have told very categorically how much Bitcoin, Ethereum I'm buying in what allocation. And I started showing live investments also somewhere in June, right? Approximately here. So Bitcoin was trading roughly 30k, right? Right now it has moved up to roughly 50,000 US dollars. So there has been a massive uprun of Bitcoin also, despite it falling from its peak of 68k. On an average, I have made a lot of money because I have invested more of my money here and during this period in time, right? When Bitcoin was around like 23, 24k also. On an average, I checked my accounts. My profit on Bitcoin this year has been roughly 140%. Now, how does contrarianism comes into the play? Now, please again, go back and watch some of my videos and you will see Akshat, Bitcoin, dark currencies, Lord Voldemort uses it, this, that. Now you can gauge the sentiments of people that they are very negative. Now people are waiting for the government to bring up regulations. Okay. If government gives positive regulation, now do you think that we are genius people and only we will make profits? No. The moment there is positive news about Bitcoin, it will run like anything and we will not be able to make transactions on our crypto platforms, right? We will have a hard time buying it once everything is positive about it. So I'm taking contrary positions. It's not as if that I've put in all my money in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, nothing like it. I'm very well diversified. This is the same thought process and rationale that I would ask you to think about. Think about it this way, right? For example, if you put 100 rupees in Bitcoin, what is the maximum that you will lose? You will lose 100 rupees, right? If everything goes really bad. What is the maximum that you will win on Bitcoin? It's almost infinite, right? Bitcoin can easily go to 10x, right? So what is the risk reward equation here? The risk reward equation, according to me, is still very favorable. So I'm still investing in Bitcoin from that particular perspective. People assume that, hey, it's a volatile currency. This happened, that happened. Okay, despite like a major fall, we are still sitting on a 40% profit here. You can only win so big if you are taking contrary positions. If you start buying Bitcoin when all the regulations are sorted out, you're not going to make a lot of money in it there will already be exponential return that will happen, right? So that is a simple point. Again, very quick disclaimer, this is not an investment advice. Please act as per your understanding. I'm just sharing whatever I am doing. I am okay investing 10 to 20% of my entire portfolio in cryptos, and I'm designing a portfolio accordingly. I'm not comparing my Bitcoin investment with HUL investment. Now, my biggest success story for this year has been my investment on Ethereum. I have been super bullish on Ethereum. I have said it multiple times that majority of my crypto investment is going to Ethereum, 60% of it. And I have been super bullish on Ethereum for the entire year. And literally every single week I have been buying some Ethereum. How much total have I purchased? I will not disclose that because that is besides the point. Again, you can go and check out my older videos. I have said it at least 100 times that I am buying Ethereum. Now, what is the total gain that I have made? So I have approximately made 240% returns on my Ethereum investments this year. Because I purchased a lot of Ethereum during the January, February, March phase, except for this crash. This is where I purchased another bulk buy of Ethereum. I have mostly done an SIP based investing in Ethereum. So this is my best asset where I'm heavily invested. Otherwise, if I talk about small assets like Mana token or XRP or Hex or bunch of coins and projects that I've purchased in the ICO, they have given me much higher returns in percentage amount, but my quantum of investment is not that high. So 3 major assets, all based on contrarian buying. When people were fearful, I bought it. And I'm still buying these heavily because I feel that this crash is good. I'm doing it. Again, not an investment advice. Please do your own due diligence. Now you might ask, Akshat, should we also enter into it? Should we not enter into all these 3 assets that you have purchased? I have sold my Oil India Limited position, but I'm still a big investor in Bitcoin and Ethereum both, and I will continue to purchase. Again, not an investment advice. Please do your due diligence. Okay, so now let's speak about the contrarian plays that have not worked in my favor. So here, first asset that I will speak about is SAIL, Steel Authority of India Limited. Here is my portfolio on it. I am at a 20% loss right now on SAIL. Have I sold it? The answer is no. Now, why did I buy it? Because again, I was trying to do a contrarian play. I genuinely felt, and in fact, I still feel that steel sector is going to show an uptrend. Why? Because the global supply and demand is still coming back. It's not as if that we have maxed out demand and supply game or mismatch that had happened in the past. And second key point is that commodity cycles last longer. Gold is a bad commodity according to me. So I'm bearish about gold, but I'm very bullish on steel because steel will be used for infrastructure development, and the only way productivity in the world will improve if majority of our expenses go to capital investment. So capital investments will require steel purchases. Now, in case this is complicated, don't worry about it. All I'm trying to say in simple words is that steel will go up because the demand and supply will both rise, and demand will rise faster than the supply because a lot of things need to be built after this COVID pandemic. So I'm still holding it. In fact, I'm going to purchase more of it. So second key loss making asset this year has been Amara Raja batteries. I'm bullish about EV space. Now I have taken a pause on EV space simply because of the fact that I don't know in which direction EV space is growing and how fast it is growing. It is growing. I know that for sure, but right now I'm not able to identify winners in this space. I purchased Amara Raja battery from that perspective. I don't have a huge stake in Amara Raja battery because I always tend to take little positions first and then upward or downward average it. So from that perspective, I am bullish about the entire EV space. My stand is still very clear. Am I buying more of Amara Raja battery right now? No. Am I buying more of Tata Motors right now? No. Am I buying more of Maruti right now? No. Why? Because I don't know if these will be clear winners going forward. So that is a clarity that I'm still trying to figure out, because even Tesla has undergone a lot of dramatic shifts over the last few months, which I felt was one of the prominent leaders in the EV space. So this space is changing really fast. So I need to track it. I will definitely take some positions in it, but I'll wait for the time being. Now, my most loss-making investment this year has been Ujjivan Small Finance Bank, unfortunately. So I'm sitting on a loss of roughly 42%. You can see it from my screen. Now, am I worried about it? No, for 2 reasons. One, I took a contrarian investment viewpoint on it. Entire bank sector has not come up. Therefore, Ujjivan has also not come up. It had internal issues a couple of months back, due to which the stock price tanked, unfortunately. But having said this, I had already hedged my position. For example, I have spoken about and made several videos on Equitas Small Finance Bank. So whatever small finance investing I had to do, I had done it across both of these 2 banks. I am at a loss on Ujjivan, but I am at a massive profit on Equitas. So that position still makes me very much positive from that perspective. So from that position, I am still very much positive. So what is the key summary and what you can do for 2022 by understanding this journey of mine? First, contrarian bets help. That is what I have realized. So I will continue to take more contrarian bets. Number two, you should be early in the game. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm early in the NFT game and I feel that it will give me good returns from that particular perspective. Again, not an investment advice. Please do your due diligence. Only get into this space if you believe in it. Please don't go by what I'm doing, right? I believe that something like NFT, Web 3.0, the businesses that I'm trying to develop now or invest in now, they are focused towards Web 3.0 because this is where I feel the world is moving. Third and finally, again, going back to one of the biggest investors whom I learn a lot of things from, Mr. Ray Dalio. He says that diversification helps a lot. He himself stays diversified and I follow that principle to the core. I'm always diversified. For example, the loss-making positions that I've shown you, they were very little. They were sensibly taken. Ujjivan Small Finance, Equitas Small Finance was a hedge against each other. Luckily, it worked out for me, so I did not end up making a lot of loss there because I followed the principle of diversification. Just because you have learned some new concept from me, don't go and sell your house and invest all that money on that one single asset. Please don't do that. Please stay diversified. That is the key agenda and key principle. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what other videos you would want me to make. I'll be super happy to do it. If you need clarity on any asset, any stock, comment below. I will be happy to shoot that video for you. Thank you so much and I will see you the next time.